Hello, this is Jess. This is chat session number 107, February 15th, 2018. It's about 3:15 p.m. I'm getting ready to be going to work here shortly. Got to be there at 4. I'm trying to get back on the schedule of working nights. I work 4 to 4, and I've just been coming home pretty tired. It's just the transition of working 2 weeks or a week or whatever during the day, and then they switch us back to night. So my mental status of when I should sleep is still messed up. So I've been coming home this week and going straight to sleep and tired and all that. But I'm hoping to get back on track and be able to provide a tidbit of history, that kind of stuff. But today I'm just running late. I feel okay, but I rested and just not prepared to do the tidbits of history today. I missed that too. I like that stuff. I read about it. I like to know what's going on in my history. So no tidbits of history today, but that will change. We'll get back on track. Again, I'd like to say hello to my parents. Everything's all right. I do have an appointment in the morning to take care of some things and just let them look at my leg one more time. And at that time I will probably be rescheduling for the oncologist. I'm sure I missed the appointment, but it was due to the switch over from days to nights and all that stuff, and I just, trying to get mentally straight again. It's sort of rough, but the aftermath of this school shooting, I mean, this is utterly ridiculous. They're going to play it out on the news to just where you're just so tired of the explanations and the reasoning. And I'm all for responsible gun ownership. I think it's one of our rights as American citizens if we choose to own guns. But I think we have to put some common sense on that. Do we really need military assault rifles being allowed to be sold on the open market? I mean, unless you're planning something like this, what else would you need one for? Surely, they make hunting rifles that you can hunt with, and you don't have to have all that excess power. I mean, unless you're hunting grizzly bears or something like that, I don't know. First of all, I don't think you should be hunting grizzly bears, but if you legally choose to do so, that's your prerogative. I think you're a jerk for doing it, but that's just my opinion. I believe in conservation of the wildlife that's left on the planet, and we're destroying their habitats, and of course they have nowhere to go. So yeah, they're easy prey, the animals and stuff, and people carry on like, oh, it's no big deal to shoot one bear. Well, when the population of big animals is declining because of our intrusion into their habitat, and then I think, yeah, there is issues that should be addressed. I like coffee. It's great stuff. I'd like to say hello to Neil Woodall. Thanks for the comments on the videos and the different things, and try to make them a little bit interesting, talk about off-the-wall stuff sometimes, but that's the way that goes. But anyway, this whole back, the school shooting and different things. There wasn't something I saw. There's a lot of retired military people that have an idea about how to handle something when it goes down like that. I think that we could excuse me, we could set up funding maybe in each school for a person to be there for the whole entire day, monitoring, and have a weapon. I think that might begin a deterrent, or at least make it more difficult for somebody just to walk in and start blasting. I also think that cameras, maybe the person could be stationed, not really have to monitor the halls, but just have cameras on each corner so they can observe behavior of the students, that kind of thing, not as an invasion of their privacy, but as a deterrent for seeing something developing and being able to act accordingly. Maybe that's a possibility. I do feel that in this situation that a bullet to the head of that individual wouldn't have bothered me one bit. I'm not a violent person. I'm not but I'm sure all those parents of all those kids that were killed would just as soon put a bullet in his head and end it, and therefore there's no reason for trial. We know he did it. Enough people saw him. Being alive shouldn't be an option for this individual. I think that'll help destroy some of the initiative of, hey, if they catch me, they're going to kill me. I think that might help some, because most of those people don't want to die. They're just trying to sensationalize the situation and blame ISIS or blame whoever the hell. But if we just you pull a gun into school, you should be shot because you're intent on doing harm to kids. And I think that's the only last leg we have. Our youth is important for our survival. Unfortunately, like I said, school should be for learning, but I think that we've got to put a stop to it. It's ridiculous. And if they don't have funding, I think that we need to look at our government. I think we need to look at all these high-paid individuals that are over our school systems, and I think we need to adjust everything to make a spot open for somebody to be there at every school with a gun, who has some kind of experience with a weapon, not just some bozo you hire, rent a cop, that kind of shit. I'm talking about somebody who has the ability to understand what a gun will do to somebody if you shoot them. And I think that if they want to make the schools a war zone, we should provide the adequate alternative, and that is eliminating that threat. And so monitoring via cameras, walking around during school time, monitoring those people that are expelled for violent behavior or for threatening other students, that kind of stuff. I think those things are going to have to be taken more seriously. The safety of our teachers, safety of our school personnel, safety of our students, that should be first. And all this crap about, hey, we don't have enough money, oh, we got to raise taxes. No, you don't got to raise taxes. There's so much money floating around going into the wrong hands. People scamming, people scheming, greed. I think that we need to take some of that alternate money that's just sitting there saying, oh, we can't afford this, we can't afford that. Well, we can't afford to have any more shootings. We can't afford to have any more students killed by jerk-offs who have no value of other people's lives. So I'm tired of hearing, oh, this is only happening here, it's only happening. No, there's war zones all over the world. They're just targeting easy things here, and the school system is our easy target in this country. But I think if we step it up, put some of these military personnel that are retired, that have some kind of common sense about situations like this, because that's what it is. It's an attack on our system, and I think that there are deterrents. I'm against everybody having guns, but I think that if you have authorized people and they shoot to kill, somebody pulls a gun out, put a bullet in their head. Period. I don't care if they're crazy. I don't care what people think of me saying that. That kid should have had a bullet in his head. Should have been ended. Enough's enough. It's time for people to demand and to get what they deserve. Action to stop this nonsense. Be truthful, be happy, and let's look out for each other, okay? Have a great Thursday afternoon, sorry. I'm off to work. Have a great day.